If you're finding me through YouTube, most of my content's actually live and done over on Twitch. So if you want to see content as it happens and be there for it as it happens, and actually see the content's going to go into future videos, come on by to twitch.tv at BunBox TV. I'm up daily. Well, whenever I want, but usually daily. Alright then. Hopefully I'll see you there. So, okay. Are we gonna talk gonna talk a bit about wow, okay, fine. Okay. I want to say this. I want to put this out there. Everybody and their mother has a hot take about this is broken because this, that's broken because that broken because this. Fuck them all. They're all wrong. Okay? I will tell you, and I know this is a big claim, but I'm sticking by it. I have a goddamn degree in this shit. I'm fucking using it. I will tell you the problem WoW has. It begun in patch 2.23a, the patch that Zoroman was active in. Well, just before it. Specifically, the issue is as follows. They were not happy with access rates into content for Karazhan and other T4 content during TBC. They wanted to resolve this. They also had people on the forums bitching about lack of content because TBC was primarily based around attunement for accessing new content. So they front-loaded a lot of content and then were like, shock horror, non-raiders don't want to raid. Who could have seen this coming? Wow, what a surprise! So the end thought, okay, well, let's try to solve this. The solution was Wrath of the Lich King. Problem is, they still have quite a bit of a life cycle for TBC to go. How do you fix this? The accessibility doctrine. This resulted in changes being made to some PvP stats to allow T4 PvE gear to be replaced with Season 1 and Season 2 PvP gear as viable alternatives for accessing PvE content. The idea being, that means that more PvPers and non-raiders are going to access high-end PvE content. Giving them things to do without them bitching on our forums about lack of things to do. Wow, what a great job. Yeah, sure, cool, okay. And then the fucking warrior with no defense value gets fucking crushed for, takes a crushing blow and dies instantly. This is something I fucking saw during a raid trial. Do you want to know what this dude asked? You know what happened after this? Sorry, you want to know what happened after this? I then asked the dude, hey, what's your defense value? The warrior, the protection warrior says to me, what's defense? I just stack HP. I died inside a little when that warrior told me this. Oh boy. Anyway, so the reason this occurred is because, what do you know? Dungeon set free gear, which comes from certain high-end dungeons in TBC, happens to introduce you to mechanical concepts that act as primers to get you ready for T4 and future raiding content. If you tell people they can use PvP gear, guess what? They gear up with PvP gear. They don't do dungeon set free content. They don't get the primers. They don't get the crushing blow to the face. They just go straight into fucking Karazhan, MacFaradon's Lair, Serpentshire Cavern, Mount Hajal, maybe not Mount Hajal, but they get the point. And the point ends up happening is that these players don't have those skills. They don't have that understanding. What happens? They wipe. Okay, big whoop. Not a problem. And then you're right, it's not a problem. Why am I concerned about this? Why does this matter? It doesn't matter. It doesn't at all. Except, for some fucking reason, Blizzard decides, you know what? Contextual analysis is a dumb thing to do. They only do numerical analysis. And it's like, oh my god. Right, so contextual analysis. Let me explain what that is real quick. Contextual analysis is the process of taking data and turning it into information. Information which tells you not just what is happening, but why it's happening. Because if you only act based on what is happening, all you're doing is going, the water is too cold. Hot water, the water is too hot. Cold water, the water is too cold. Hot water, the water is too hot. Cold water, it just goes on an infinite loop. It doesn't fucking work. No one in their right mind does this in design because in fucking first year, we're taught why you have to do contextual analysis. Blizzard, on the other hand, for some fucking reason, are like, you know what? We're Blizzard. We're fucking good at our jobs. We're amazing. You know what that means? That means we can do less. And by doing less work, we'll somehow do more. No. That's not how innovation works. Innovation involves doing new things that break new territory and advance things in a new direction to become the industry standard. Deciding that your car doesn't need fucking wheels doesn't make you innovationary. It makes you fucking dumb. Guess what Blizzard fucking do? I don't know why, but they do. It's bizarre. It's so fucking weird. I remember doing raid testing on Zora Man. I don't mean PTR. I mean invitational. They had a bunch of us raiders from several different raiding guilds come in to do Zora Man on a closed PTR on a version of the version of the raid that didn't even hit the PTR. We saw shit that didn't even hit the PTR. We had a GM and other design team reps there with us in our voice comms so they could see how we were reacting to content. We gave them feedback at the end of the raid. Do you know what they did? Fuck all! They threw it all away. They ignored all of it. And I mean actively went, nah, we don't care. And I'm like, then why the fuck did you invite us? I mean, my experience of this shit with Blizzard runs long and far back. It was fucking crazy when this shit was going on, Accessibility Doctrine. And it's just gotten worse and worse and worse and just cascaded down the road, right? And what's happened is they've got this issue where they have a culture at Blizzard where what they do is they don't do contextual analysis, they do numerical analysis. So numerical analysis is the process of taking data and making adjustments to a system based on the data. Well, the data is reliable. The data doesn't tell you shit. The data tells you that 20 people died. Okay, why did they die? They died to this mechanic. Does that mean that mechanic is hard? Or does that mean that they have someone on their team like a warlock who's a dickhead who spawns the warlock summoning portal in the middle of a death AoE and tricks their entire raid every week into going into the portal? You don't know! The data doesn't tell you! That's what contextual analysis does! But they don't do it! So what ends up happening is adjustments get made to the game constantly based off numerical data. And then that's it. Ah! Okay, alright, I'm done. There we go. There we go. Triggered fucking game dev sounds. Holy shit. There we go. Alright, we're done. Okay. Brief. That's my problem with this. God. What, make a highlight of it? Sure, why not? We could do that later. Why not? I'll put it on YouTube. I'll put it on YouTube later on. God, I'll put it on YouTube and link it to Asmongold. Anyway. God.